You feel a spark, but is it love or just attraction? In today's video, I am going to break down the difference between chemistry, compatibility, and connection, so you'll know exactly what you're building with someone. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Real with Kiaundra. I am your host, licensed therapist Kiaundra Jackson. So before we get started, I need for you to put in the comment section below, do you know the difference between chemistry, compatibility, and connection? And if you're already booed up, let me know which category you're currently in. So the first thing that you should know is that chemistry is about an instant spark. It's typically that magnetic attraction, which is oftentimes physical and even sexual when you meet someone right away. It's exciting, it's intoxicating, you get all the butterflies in your stomach, you're all happy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Enjoy the googly eyes and the butterflies in the stomach and your heart skipping a beat. Enjoy that phase. But I want to be honest with you and tell you that chemistry on its own is not sustainable long term. The second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is that compatibility is a lifestyle alignment. So compatibility is all about how well you gel together. What are some of your goals, your preferences, your likes, your dislikes, your values, your trauma, just regular daily life? Are we a good fit? Oftentimes, this is the same determination that a lot of dating sites like eHarmony and all of those things use to find if people are a good match for each other, at least on paper. Okay, cool. Do both of them want to get married? Are they looking for something long term? Does one of them have children? Do they want children? What are some of their same interests? What are their religious preference? All of those things kind of check off the boxes, right? In regards to if you and that person is going to be a good fit. Let me scream this to the mountaintop. You can have really good chemistry, but very poor compatibility. Because you can feel all of the feels, be emotionally and physically and sexually attracted to the person. But then when you start peeling back those layers to see, are we a good fit? Do we want the same things? Are we on the same page? And if you're finding those things clash, then baby, there's no point of you even continuing this on for any reason, especially if you're looking for something long term. This is where I see a lot of people get messed up. We have the initial chemistry, so they're holding on to that, and they're not really compatible, but they think they are because they had all of the heart skipping the beat and all of the butterflies in the stomach, and that's what they're holding on to. But when it's time to lay out the real deal and see if something long term, if we're matching, if we're on the same page, if we're going in the same direction, nobody wants to have those real conversations. They just want to live in la la land. And I don't want you to be delulu. So the third thing that I want to talk to you about is connection. Connection is emotional depth. It's all about feeling seen, heard, understood, supported, and emotionally safe with this person. And it's that unspoken bond that allows you to be vulnerable with that person as well, without fear of judgment. You can share some of your deepest, darkest secrets, how your feelings, all of your mess ups, all of the things that you have been struggling with, and that person isn't going to throw it back in your face. And it's also reciprocal because they're sharing some of their deep, dark things with you as well that they may have never told anyone. So at this point, you guys are both having an exchange of emotional vulnerability, which makes a relationship last very long because there's emotional depth to it and it's not just surface. Now, as I already mentioned before, you can have one of these without the other. Sometimes relationships can have amazing chemistry but lack compatibility. Others may have compatibility and connection but lack a little bit of a spark. And that can make a relationship feel more like just a friendship. But the best relationships on the planet have a combination of all three. I have worked with thousands of couples at this point, and the dopest ones have a combination of chemistry, compatibility, and connection. There's this beautiful harmony between chemistry, that initial attraction, that also lasts beyond the initial stage. Okay, you might be in a long-term relationship and you've been together for a long time, but you still find the other person attractive. Your heart still skips a beat when they walk into the room. You still get a little butterflies when you see their face. When you give them a kiss, you like, oh, he can get it, she can get it. A shared life vision is all about compatibility. I can't tell you how many people are not on the same page and they're trying to force a relationship that should have fizzled out a long time ago. That connection that we talked about, the connection that we want, is all about emotional intimacy. And I've done a video about the different phases of intimacy, and I'll link it up here or put it in the description so you guys can check it out. But there's emotional, there's physical, there's sexual, there's financial, and there's so many different types of intimacy that it's important for you to know about. Essentially, without all three, the chemistry, compatibility, and connection, your relationship can feel very much unbalanced. So thank you so much for watching another episode of Keeping It Real with Kiaundra, and I will see you next time. Be blessed.